Well, good afternoon. This is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred. I'm really glad you could join me today out here in the vegetable garden. It's a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. So today I wanted to share with you the benefits of a drip irrigation system in your vegetable garden. So thanks for joining me today. So anyhow, today is May 13th. Our frost date here in Pennsylvania is May 15th. You know, no more worries of frost. And so, you know, I took the black plastic off my vegetable garden there, which exposed my drip irrigation system. And I also filled my water lines that feed my garden here and also my garden structure where my other raised beds are. And so it's now time to talk about drip irrigation system and what I use here in my garden, and especially the benefits of a drip irrigation system. And so, you know, behind me here again, I use the 1/2-inch PVC, and I drilled 1/16 inch holes in that piping, and that's what I use for a drip irrigation system underneath my black plastic mulch. It's an inorganic mulch, obviously being black plastic. And so, but in my other gardens I also use the rubber soaker hoses as a drip irrigation system. And so let's just take a minute here or two and talk about the benefits of having a drip irrigation system in your vegetable garden. So soaker hoses, they sweat water from tiny holes along the length of the hose. They emit water slowly and continuously along the hose length. And these hoses can be set on the ground or buried underneath your mulch. And so they have brass fittings which can easily attach to your hose or hose bib. And so water drip irrigation systems, they use 30 to 50% less water than conventional watering methods such as your hose sprinklers. And it also improves growth, and so smaller amounts of water can be applied over a longer amount of time, provide ideal growing conditions. And the drip irrigation extends watering times for plants and prevents soil erosion and nutrient runoff. Also, because the flow is continuous, water penetrates deeply into the soil to get well down into the root zone. And it also discourages weeds because only the water is delivered right where you need it, which would be basically right at the bottom of your plant. And then it also, you know, you save time from not having to move around your sprinklers in your garden. And you could also add a timer to your drip irrigation system. And so, you know, having myself use the drip irrigation system, to me it's just a great time saver, a water saver. And again, it just puts the water right where you need it. And so I use two types of timers here in my Plant Smart Living gardens. And the one of them, I got them both from Ace Hardware nearby. And this one's just purely a mechanical timer. You just turn the dial to adjust for your water needs. It doesn't require a battery or anything, and it does a great job. You know, I just basically water once a week under my black plastic. And another one I bought last year, but I didn't get a chance to use it, is an electronic water timer. And this just has a mechanical, it's a mechanical setting on it. I don't use the digital timers. You know, they seem to be a little bit harder to set and to keep control of them. And so the mechanical timers, again, seem to work really well. This one does take a little bit of one little battery, and so I'm looking forward to trying this one this year on my drip irrigation system. So anyhow, I hope this maybe gave you some tips or ideas on your own garden at home, and maybe let me encourage you to think about using a drip irrigation system in your garden, Or even if you have pots, you know, there's different ways that you can buy these systems that water your pots. And, you know, there's a lot of those types out there on the market. So anyhow, if you have any questions or comments about this video, feel free to leave them in the section below. So I just want to thank you for joining me today out in the garden. So until next time, this is Plant Smart Living with Farmer Fred.